The way 7 is the head in the box movie. Freebie and the Bean is the car in the apartment movie. It's a surreal image dropped into a straightforward 70s cop car crash movie. Freebie and the Bean is a buddy cop movie before there really was such a thing. 48 Hours is the perfection of the formula. Freebie, James Caan, and Bean, Alan Arkin, are mismatched partners with the San Francisco Police Department. Freebie is the loose one, Bean straight-laced. They have to keep racketeer Red Myers alive to testify and so on. And there's a mob hitman after Myers to shut him up. Freebie and Bean have to protect Myers during Super Bowl weekend. There's your plot. This might have been the first time I saw cops who got away with anything, and it took me years to realize that's not how police actually work. James Caan is a more personable version of Gene Hackman's Popeye Doyle, while Arkin's contained hysteria over his partner's antics seem influenced by The Odd Couple. How many times was this situation exploited for comedy in the past? Maybe for a scene or two in some detective movie, but the push-pull, good cop, bad cop situation is really the whole point of Freebie and the Bean. The refreshing aspect of the buddy cop genre is that it's a fantasy. It's not anything like how real cops behave. A good contrast is with Hickey and Boggs, which shows Bill Cosby and Robert Culp as a couple of cops who are just plain burnt out with their jobs. At one point, James Caan just drives through civilians, and he just will do whatever he feels like. I've read that Caan and Arkin weren't even sure they were making a comedy. That kind of signal mixing makes things interesting. The action scenes might be the reason the movie made money. They go on and cause a lot of destruction. The cars and trucks involved get crumpled like they're made of tin. When they're driving on a stretch of elevated highway, you can see San Francisco in the background. A refreshing change from the 10 zillionth car chase through New York. I suspect the makers of the Blues Brothers took some inspiration from the pure mayhem in the car chases. In the case of Freebie, there's a really dark energy to what's going on because it's a little more realistic than the Blues Brothers. So you're seeing all these cars and people and going out, and it's like, how is this happening? This is crazy. A cop would never be allowed to do all this. The moment I remember most clearly, of course, is when the car flies off the highway and crashes into an apartment building. What I didn't remember was how stupid it was that it happened, because it's like they just decided, okay, we need you to drive off the highway. The Caan and Arkin are in the car, they're arguing, and then suddenly they go, and the car goes flying off the highway as if it was under remote control. Unbelievably, two old folks are in bed having snacks, and they're unaffected by a car smashing through the wall of their third or fourth floor apartment. It's not believable, of course, but I was too busy laughing at it and being impressed. I watched the shot today, and I still can't figure out if it's any kind of trick shot. It looks so real. Did they actually sail a car off a highway into an old apartment building? Seeing Freebie and the Bean on late night TV was a little bit startling because the climax involves a murderous cross-dresser. It was just so odd the way that Dominic Frontier's score treats it like a strange dance performance. This man in a wig and lipstick is in the bathroom, turns and twists and dances, and then kicks the hell out of James Caan. Almost surreal. Dominic Frontier's score, for the most part, is just terrible. He uses a funny music to a scene of James Caan on a motorcycle causing all kinds of havoc, and it's just, turn that crap off. It's very sordid and cynical, but like the later buddy cop movies, the chemistry between the leads makes or breaks this kind of movie. Arkin, the nervous, straight-laced married cop, has the groundedness we need. Caan is so comfortable playing the role of a womanizer who's waiting for his cushy job to arrive. The entertainment is the way that the two of them clash constantly. This is a comedy, but it's also kind of nightmarish. Imagine having to be one of these two. You spend your entire day arguing with each other, killing people, shooting, destroying cars. Just a little bit of a tweak. This could have been like a Kafka-esque buddy cop movie. I enjoyed Freebie and the Bean, and I think it holds up. Give it a shot. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon.